NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially concluded for Michigan International Speedway, and Chase Briscoe has won his third Cup pole in a row. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially done for Michigan International Speedway, and Chase Briscoe has won his third straight pole of 2025. I do not remember the last time a driver won 3 straight poles in the NASCAR Cup Series. It has been quite some time. This 19 team has been very impressive when it comes to their qualifying speed. That is also their 4th pole of the season, which I believe when Mark Truex, he used to qualify very, very well with this number 19 car, but they are coming with a lot of speed. And so far this weekend, Chase Briscoe has had a lot of speed, not just on single lap runs, because he was the fastest car, I believe, overall in practice, but his speed on the long runs, too, was really, really good. He struggled a little bit at National Super Speedway when it came to the race, but the 19 team has a lot of speed right now. And Briscoe and this 19 team are starting to figure it out. They struggled a little bit early in the year, but they're starting to really gel together. The performance is starting to show out. And Briscoe, I feel like he's getting very close to picking up that first win of the year. Really good speed. Toyota's trying to go back-to-back because I remember Tyler Reddick won the last race at this track, which Ford has dominated for many, many years. But I think for Briscoe, this is very impressive. He's continuing to show up with a lot of speed out of the track. Congratulations to the 19 team on picking up the win, a well-deserved pole. And I think this team will have a really good chance to pick up the win tomorrow. They're going to be fast. They're going to have speed. We'll see what Briscoe can do in the NASCAR Cup race tomorrow. Congratulations to him on winning the pole. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the top qualifiers and talk about who I think are the favorites going into the event. So Chase Briscoe wins the pole. Kyle Busch qualifies second on the front row. Just misses out by 27/1000 second of picking up his first pole of the season. This A car struggled in practice, so I wasn't sure where they were going to be in qualifying, but they have a lot of speed. Their single car speed is really, really good. They trimmed that car out, and Kyle Busch starting on the front row, very impressive. Just barely misses out on getting the pole. Still looking for that first win in over 2 years at this point. Good job for Kyle Busch. He'll start in second position. Denny Hamlin qualified third. Really good speed for Denny Hamlin. Showed some pretty good speed in practice as well. Had good long run speed. Hamlin looking for his third win of the season. I believe also his 57th career NASCAR Cup Series victory. So great speed for Hamlin. He'll be starting in third. William Byron qualified fourth. He's the fastest Hendrick car in my opinion. He looked really good in practice. Had top 5, top 10 speed. His longer run speed was also pretty good as well. So start inside the top 10 in 4th place. Good job for Byron to start inside the top 5. Kyle Larson qualifies 5th. Larson struggled a little bit in practice, was solid in the practice charts, but he qualifies up front. This team is known to qualify very, very well. They've been solid the last couple weeks at times. He struggled, though, at National a little bit, but starting up front, he'll be a factor, in my opinion, for the race tomorrow. Good job for Larson. He'll start in 5th. Had a really wicked crash in the World of Outlaws race at 2 last night. Good to see Larson okay after that. Chris Buescher qualified 6th. Was really impressed with Buescher in practice earlier today. That 17 car looked really solid on the speed charts especially. He'll start inside the top 10 and 6. Good job for Chris Buescher. Josh Berry qualified 7th. They continue to be really fast on the intermediates this year, and they're continuing to be really, really good. Good job for Josh Berry. He'll start inside the top 10 in 7th place. Ty Gibbs qualified 8th. Really solid in practice. His long run speed was really, really good. He's still looking for his first career Cup win. This could be a track where things turn around for him. He's 27th in the points. Got to win a race at this point. Got a lot of work to do. He'll start in 8th. Good job for him. Bubba Wallace qualified 9th. Very impressed with the speed from the 23 car, especially single run speed. Out-qualified his teammate Tyler Reddick as well, which he's been doing a lot this year so far. So solid for Bubba. He'll start 9th. And Zane Smith qualified 10th. Solid job for Zane Smith. He's been the fastest front row motorsports car so far this season, which isn't a shock and surprise. Doing a good job in that 38 car. He'll start inside the top 10 and 10th. Austin Cindric qualified 11th. Decent speed. Fastest of the Penske cars. Well, you can count Josh Berry technically as a Penske car, but nonetheless, solid speed for him. He'll start 11th. Tyler Reddick starting in 12th. They had a damage on the diffuser after having a flat tire earlier in practice today. So good speed for Reddick. He'll start 12th. But Ryan Blaney starting 13th. Same thing. He had issues with a flat tire early in practice. They came back out. Showed a decent lap. I don't think they probably could have gone a little faster than they did if they didn't have those issues. He'll start 13th. Carson Hocevar qualified 14th. Decent speed for Hocevar, the fastest of the Spire cars by quite a bit especially. Solid for Hocevar, he'll start 14th. Joe Logano qualified 15th. Decent qualifying lap for him. Alex Bowman qualified 16th. He had good speed in practice, so I think that car will be a little quicker than where they qualified. Chase Elliott qualified in 17th. A little bit of work to do in the race. He didn't have the best speed out there in practice earlier today. They just got a little bit of work to do when it comes to qualifying better and starting up front. Got some work to do on Saturdays. He'll start 17th. Ty Dillon starting in 18th. AJ Allmendinger Allmendinger starting 19th. Ross Chastain qualified 20th. The fastest of the cars from the Trackhouse stable. A little bit lack of speed on that car, unfortunately. Probably a little more trimmed out for the race later tomorrow. Got a little work to do in the race. He'll start 20th. John Henry Nemechek qualified 21st. Eric Jones qualified 22nd. Ryan Preece qualified 23rd. Decent speed in practice today, but a lot of work to do in the race. Cole Custer qualified 24th. Chris Bell, who had a big mistake in qualifying, had a shot to get the pole. He'll start in 25th. Shane Van Gisbergen qualified 26th. This team is starting to get a little bit better when it comes to their qualifying, and this even despite the fact that he had a flat tire early in practice today. They're starting to improve on their qualifying. I know 26 isn't setting the world on fire by any stretch of imagination, but that's the thing they got to do. They got to get better qualifying because that's been their biggest issue. They've been getting better on these ovals. He'll start top 30 in 26. Not a terrible day for Shane Van Gisbergen. Brad Keselowski qualified 27th, once again struggling in qualifying, but I think he'll have a decent car in the race tomorrow. Austin Dillon qualified 28th, Noah Gragson qualified 29th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. qualified 30th, Justin Haley qualified 31st, Michael McDowell qualified 32nd. A little surprised to see McDowell that far down the charts, to be honest, considering how good McDowell's been when it comes to qualifying, especially this year, getting a pole or two so far this year. Todd Gillen qualified 33rd, continues to struggle in qualifying all season. Riley Hertz qualified 34th, way behind his teammates at the moment. Daniel Suarez qualified 35th, way behind Shane Van Gisbergen, especially almost a tenth and a half slower than him and almost 3 or 4 tenths slower than his teammate. A little concerned with the speed of the 99. They don't have it currently at the moment. And Cody Ware qualifies last in 36th place. So those are the results from qualifying. Let's talk about thoughts on it. It looked very, very difficult to pass in this practice session. And tire fall was not very existent. So I expect strategy to be a major factor in this race because I do think track position is going to be very important like it's been a lot this year so far. I think multiple grooves will be able to open up. Maybe if it does warm up a little bit, we'll see a little bit more of that opening up where passing can happen because I think as the track gets warmer, I think we'll see these guys slide around a little bit more because there's a ton of grip on these tires. So I think it's going to be very tough to pass. I look at guys like Chase Briscoe to be very strong in the race tomorrow. Despite the fact that Chris Bell's starting a little bit farther back in the field, I think he'll be up front. Bubba Wallace is historically very good at Michigan. I think he'll be a factor in the race tomorrow. I look for Kyle Busch. Considering he's starting on the front row, I think they brought a pretty solid car for this weekend. I expect Kyle Busch to be up front for running up there, contending for a really good position. He's got a fast car, in my opinion. I think he'll be really, really good in the race tomorrow. And I look for other guys like Kyle Larson. Larson a little bit struggled in practice, like I mentioned, but his car looked really good in qualifying today. Same with William Byron. I do think Alex Bowman will get up there as well. And I look for Carson Osavar, who showed decent speed in practice earlier today. I expect him to get up front. But it's going to be interesting. Weather could be a factor, and they got to get the haulers down to Mexico in the next couple days. So we'll see when the race actually starts because weather could be a factor in the race tomorrow. But nonetheless, it's going to be interesting to see how the race plays out. Looking forward to it. Going to be hopefully a really fun and exciting day, and hopefully we can get a really fun race because the next-gen car has raced generally pretty good at Michigan the couple years we've been here. Looking forward to it. Excited to see how the race can be, and we'll see if we can get the race in full distance with weather potentially being a factor for the NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. So, that is going to be a full reaction to NASCAR Cup Series qualifying from Michigan. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. Word thoughts about Cup Series qualifying, let me your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Chase Briscoe on picking up another pole. Let me your thoughts in the comments below. In a couple hours from now, we're going to see reactions to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race in Michigan. That's going to be coming up here in just a short little bit. Then tomorrow, we're going to have the starting lineup video for the NASCAR Cup race in Michigan. We're also going to have that Ram announcement that might be coming tomorrow around Ram, maybe Clear Safari, maybe being involved in that as well with the Dodge program potentially coming back and some other stuff as well. We're going to have the Cup race review more than likely tomorrow as well. We might do a Shane Van Gisbergen video, but I'm not sure at this point. Then, of course, on Monday, we'll have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days, talk about the Dodge announcement around other things as well and some other stuff that was brought up in the media center. And we also will have an intros video coming out on Tuesday for Mexico City, probably just for the Cup Series, but I might also do an Xfinity Series Mexico City entry list video as well. We got content coming in people like Haley Ding and Shane Van Gisbergen, Cards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Cletus, Connor Zillich, Junior Motorsports, Frankie Muniz, Carson Quaffle, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creedy, name it. All the good stuff we'll be talking about on the channel in coming days. Same with Eric Almirola, Chandler Smith as well. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content, other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.